Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Craft Store. All right, Wheels?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I was just trying to get Dawn to do a little bit of social media there, wasn't I?
Yes.
Should we do it live right now?
No.
Okay. Nevertheless, because we've got, we're over about a week ago, 1 million views across our channels.
Well done.
So thank you guys for shopping and for watching and seeing what's going on. So I'm going to get, anyway.
I'll do it afterwards.
Do it afterwards?
Yes.
You have to do it afterwards and send it to me because I'm going to be on.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. A whole hour of Craft Buddy and crystal art, more importantly.
Yes. Lots and lots of different designs, things that you won't have seen before. So ideal for presents or just treating yourself, but always bringing that little bit of bling and sparkle.
Absolutely. Now, if you are well aware of all things Craft Buddy and crystal art and you're thinking, well, gosh, yeah, I've purchased before. I always used to shop at Create and Craft.
Yep.
You're going direct. It's on the screen right there, craftbuddyshop.com. Therefore, you see everything in their catalogue, right?
Yes.
So you can see everything between the canvas. Well, this is the whole point, isn't it? Like to showcase everything that they have.
It is, and to spend more time showing you the products and the quality and everything else, but then you go direct to the source to get exactly what you want from Craft Buddy.
So 2 live hours. This one, of course, with Dawn, then Santangelo and Sandra coming up come 4 o'clock. Should we start in front of you here? Listen,
yes.
We're going to ping. If you saw the start of the last show, we're going to go through the items again. Different demonstrations for you this show. But this is what Craft Buddy do. Crystal art, more importantly. And I am adding every single one of those crystals.
These, yes, you are. Obviously, it comes already with a cellophane seal over the top, and then all you're going to do is apply it. You will notice with this, you've got super large cabochon styles with this one, but this one is your butterfly trinket box, and look at this. Obviously, it will all come flat packed. You will just pop it together, no glue required, and then you've got that lovely veneer finish to it, to the inside, and obviously on the reverse as well, so it looks very beautiful. But ideal to have in a bedroom, to put your jewellery in, bits like that, you know, it could be little earrings, but also in a hallway or something like that, just to give you that beautiful flash of colour, and just something so pretty.
Already we're doing better than we were the first show, because we haven't dropped it yet, Dawn.
No, not yet.
Not yet, there's still time, but you know,
Not yet.
This has flown a couple of times in the studio in the first 2 minutes. Here we go. As you say, the butterfly trinket box is available for you. That's what you search for on craftbuddyshop.com. Next to there, though, we've then got the heart equivalent.
We have. So if you're loving the butterfly and you want to then build your collection and your stash, we have this heart one with a beautiful mandala on. Again, you've got super large cabochons on this one, so different texture. So if you're somebody that likes texture and things like that and design, this is going to be ideal for you. Again, you've got that beautiful veneer finish to this as well, and you've even got all the pieces that are made so it'll bend around easily and give you a beautiful product at the end.
You know, I know you're talking about keeping jewellery in it, keeping keys. Maybe it's going to live in the living room and it's got your little battery-powered candles in it. Maybe it's going to have a pack of playing cards in there. Maybe it's going to be a pen for your crossword in there, Dawn.
Yes.
You're not a fan of playing cards?
I'd play Snap.
Oh yeah, like so something where like bits and bobs that could go missing, or like parts of it, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Just live in there. So in an evening, you want to play a game or do the crossword or the Sudoku.
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 But it could be a sewing box or something like that. You might have a few little sweets in it. That'd be even better. So obviously having this on the lounge table or a side table with a little lamp on, this is going to be beautiful.
You've got to have sweets now at your disposal, Dawn. Now you're a granny.
A bag full of toffees.
Bag full of toffees. With a Werther's just spilling out of everywhere. Here you go. And then when you give it to little Miles, you've got to take his hand.
He's a bit little.
Put it in and shut his hand.
He's a bit little,
really tight. I remember my grandma doing that, and I'd be like, 20p, come on. Joking. Good times. So, there you go. There is the heart trinket box. That's never been on the channel before. That's never been on the channel before. The bag's never been on the channel before.
No, and
new.
These are super, super fabulous, because if you like the idea of a designer bag, but obviously the added of the crystal art, this is what it's all about.
Interchangeable.
Interchangeable. You'll get 2, and these aren't paper, these are canvas. So they part canvas, and then you've got all of your stones in there. What you will do is use your crystals, crystallise it, and then what you will do is then slot them on the inside of the bag. There is a pocket with a zip to make sure that this all goes in, but as you can see, you've got that fabulous Hessian finish to this bag. Nice wide bottom bag. So again, if you're wanting to put your bottle of water, sandwich box, you know, teachers' bags, or even like with us, you know, you've got your hairspray and bits and bobs and makeup bags in that we bring in.
Yep.
Everything would fit in there fantastically.
Ta-da, there we go. So to get hold of that, and again, you get both, and you are putting the crystals on, everything like that, so customising it, personalising it, whatever you see fit. In front of there, we've got the beautiful framed picture kits.
We have. So you will receive all three. You've got the parrot in there, you've got the tulips, and you've got the peony. Now, these frames are fabulous
Good
because
size, aren't they?
they are a good size. And they also come with the stand on the back as well, all put together. You don't need any glue. All you will do is crystallise the fantastic canvas that comes with it. You get all the tools, you get your crystals and everything. You will trim the excess away, lay it in, and then just push the back on. So no glue, no special tools will be needed. This will just work fantastically well. But if you wanted to hang it, yes, you could put some of the, you know, the Velcro strips on the back. But if not, you can just stand it up wherever you
I
like.
think they're the same size as the stained glass ones behind us.
I'm
going to bring one over. Is that right?
Shall I bring one in?
I'm going to bring it. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
I'll bring this in.
Oh, okay.
I would say it's the same size as the outer frame, but not the inner bit.
Uh-huh. Because these, by the way, you see the bee, that is coming up in just a second. But I don't know if that's the sort of size that works for you.
Yeah,
Or are you going to do
exactly.
them up the stairs or side by side?
Yeah,
There's
you
a
might
certain
have
correlation.
3 in a row, you could do that. But like I say, just get, you know, if you actually, because these just push in, if you actually pushed it in a little bit more, you could get a little nail and you could actually hang them up as well, do that. But you can see these are fabulous. They give you that beautiful, like, Tiffany-esque style with the glass finish as well.
I'm going to put this one down. Ooh, there we go. So 3 options there for you as you spotted. What do you say, parrot?
Parrots, tulips and peony.
Hey, Dawn.
Yes.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot?
I don't know.
A carrot. You must have heard that before.
No.
No?
I thought they'd all gone, those jokes. Once Parker went.
Oh, wonderful.
Parker-
One of the all-time faves. Here we go. Should we go this way?
Let's do that.
And then we'll go backwards after all. Here we go. Again, brand new to the channel for you. I love these hanging elements. It's something different. We do an awful lot of paper craft, which we adore.
We do.
But to do something else with those tools, just like with Sandra earlier on, like any surface, basically, as long as it's flat, well, you can get around corners if you want to. This wall hanging that you're then going to gift or sell or someone else or in your own home, like your craft is in your own home.
Exactly. And with these as well, think of it, it is like colour by numbers, painting like by numbers. But with this, I got that a bit wrong.
Colour by, painting by.
I got it a bit wrong.
No, you're completely right.
You paint by numbers. This is using crystals with numbers and letters to align it. And that's why you get that perfect finish, multifaceted. So everything on there gives you that really expensive look on there. You will get the hanger. They all come in their own little gift box. You will also get with these the QR code on the back to show you how to use spare crystals. And obviously check out our social media, our Facebook, obviously on there for the crystal art buddies, and on there everything is on there for then you to be able to, you know, work together with the team.
Absolutely. Maybe you're going to complete it in one go. It's the sort of project that you can put down and pick up. It might take you a part of every evening. A bit like cross stitch. You might not do it all in one go,
No.
but you can dedicate as much or as little. But you're not plugging anything in, you're not letting anything
No.
have to dry, or I've just done this, so now I've got to put the stencil over the top of that. And
Or be super trained.
before it's primed.
Yes. Watch a YouTube video to learn how to do it. This is very simple. It is literally positioning them on top of the little letters.
We will show you in the show, but that is your feather. Welcome. Very, very pretty. That is. We continue on because then another stand-up collection. Oh, yeah, we could go backwards, Andy. You're right. I don't know. I say all sorts, but whether I act on what I say, I don't know. She's gone. So let's do that. We're going backwards.
Sorry, we're going backwards.
Ah, you know what? I was going to move the canvas next to you there.
Oh,
The cat.
yes.
Should I do that?
Do it.
Only because I feel like if you're ordering, I think these 3 together look really, really nice, don't they?
They do. They've got that beautiful finish.
Make
on
some
them.
room. Look out for these succulents. I've been watering these all week.
Have you? You've been looking after them.
I have indeed.
They're coming
They're
on.
looking green. They're looking healthy, aren't they?
That's it.
That looks fab. I love the colour palette.
Yes.
Really works for me.
It does look really well. And like I say, with home decor and things like that, a lot of the colours are, you know, coming through as this colour palette. Now, with this one, these are edge to edge. These are like the 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres one. So with these, you've got all that detail. You've got all that sparkle in there as well, like with the little cat. So these are absolutely beautiful.
So you see the cat, the dog's coming up in just a second. The one in the middle is that beautiful, it's like boat, like marooned on a beach kind of thing. Looks like it's just been on an adventure or a
Yes.
fishing boat that's used every single day.
Because with these ones, though, I'm not sure if these are the personalised ones as well. So just have a look on the website and just check on there for the details, just to make sure.
Yeah, because there's all sorts of different campers. You've got the bags, of course. You've got
Yes,
these
we
ones. So
have.
whatever works best for you. This is purely... Did you, Andy? Oh,
Oh,
he got his other half a personalised project just like this.
what was it, of a cat? Oh,
Ah, the cat they still like. It was of that house suites.
this is what I mean. Personalise it just from that one photo. That's, you know, it's absolutely so personal.
Like, that can mean the world to you, or maybe it's not. It's just like the atmosphere it creates,
Yes.
isn't it? So you saw the cat. That is the boat, and then we've got this fab little doggo. Hello.
So like my mum, I could send in, you know, like a photo of my mum's dog, and then you could have one of those personalised. But then it's a real keepsake. But look at the end of the day, Craft Buddy with Crystal Art do an amazing job to get such realism. You don't have to look at it and think, well, is it a squirrel? Is it, you know what I mean?
Is it?
No, because obviously with the detail and the design and the shading of all the different crystals, that's what stops it looking flat. It's got shade, it's got balance, and it's got realism. And that's what the high quality gems that we use on these are all about.
So if you're a photographer or got stuff in your phone and you want to do it, it could be family members, could be scenes you've done. I just seem to think, like, when you're looking, it just happens to be these three, and they're very, very separate products. Oh, you can't really see that one, I know, just tilted it down. But when you start putting these projects together, like your Crystal Art pictures or other ones, there's ones like really vibrant and colourful, putting them in sets of 3 on your wall, up the stairs, anything like on the mantelpiece, in windows, anything like that. Yeah, really, really beautiful. There's 3. There's even more on the show after all.
Because you and Emily had one, a customer did one, didn't they?
Massive one.
Yes, a massive one.
Absolutely, the Farrahs. Indeed,
Yes,
the Farrahs did a wedding one. It was, well, it still is, huge.
Yeah.
Which is very, very kind. And there's no other gift like it.
No, exactly.
There you go. I mean, who else would want it? It was a random couple. What I do want to do, you know, is me and a guy called Azim, who used to be a director here, did it on one show.
Yes.
You know, in like Boots and stuff where they sell photo frames, it's always a generic couple on the front to put my picture in that generic frame. So someone buys it and they're like,
Oh.
who's that?
We're going to one at stores and just change our pictures.
So there was a show, this is way back when I was a producer, and I might have even been an AP, and there was a company on doing frames, like photo frames. So me and Azim on the printer print off those pictures of us two and just put them in all at the counter.
A bit like you used to in the plastic boxes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
just like that. Memories. Okay, now, let's go to the gnomes.
Well, this is it. These could be memories. These could be gifts. It could be for an anniversary. It could be for Mother's Day or something like that. Or if you just like the gnomes and the gnomes, as they call them, you know, everybody is using these. And you will see so many in the high street shops still. They're still a high, shall I say, demand item.
Oh, without a doubt. They're hugely collectible.
They
like
are.
seeing gnomes in garden centres and that kind of thing.
Exactly.
I love the colour palette on these. Obviously, they're a little bit... Well, you know, listen, they could be mates, but I feel like with the hearts on his hat and the heart in her hand.
Could be for like a wedding present.
Of course it could, absolutely.
These could go on top of a wedding cake if you wanted to.
That would be so cool.
That would be cool.
Really fun.
But obviously you've got 360 degrees with this one, so you can see with this detail all the way round, right to the base.
Out.
I'm not talking to you.
No, me neither.
Again, come in the gift box. So if you're giving this as a gift, they will come to you, obviously flat packed. All you've got to do is just, once you've decorated them, please put your crystals on first. I would recommend the sealer, which is available on the website, just to then protect it, because if you are handling them and things like that, just use that. And I always kind of put a bit of sealer just on the edge as well.
Yeah, nice idea.
So, because obviously if you're putting them anywhere where there is moisture and things like that, you know, like in conservatories or bathrooms and things like that, obviously it can affect the temperature. But with these, you're going to get all the detail, comes in the box. Again, full instructions. It's just being able to personalise it for those special people.
If you're watching right now, and Mother's Day's on the 30th, isn't it? And you're thinking, well, my mum or my best friend, like, she's not really crafty. She's always likes what I do, but I've got a lot of stuff because I've been crafting for years. But they want to do something. Maybe it's a maternity leave thing. Maybe it's a retirement thing. Maybe someone's not quite as agile and up and about as they used to be. To give them a gift that they can just do themselves in their own time. You don't need electricity. You don't need instructions.
No.
Could be in their gnome time, at home. Crystal Art is the #1 place I'd recommend someone to go into.
Exactly.
Really, really pretty. And these two here, this is a representation of, this is called Gnomes in Love. Have a look on craftbuddyshop.com. There are loads. There are loads available for you. Now then, this way, Dawn. I don't know what you're singing. Can you tell what you're singing?
I don't know what he's singing. Something in Paradise. I don't know.
Good. Oh, yes, it is. Our Andy's serenading us with a song in our ear.
Yes.
He's very good. It's Kendrick Lamar. He's surprisingly accurate. Okay. trays. Again, actual usable crafts.
Gifts. This would
Yeah.
be so incredible. The finish on this, obviously, you've got like the wood finish with this one. It comes even with a little screwdriver and a little screw so you can put it together. And it's a 2-layer tray as well. So you're going to find it's not going to bend, it's not going to bow or anything like that. So it will be very, very strong. But you imagine once you've got this, and if you wanted to put obviously the sealer on the top, I would highly recommend it, because then if you are putting cups on there or glasses, it could be your little gin tray or something like that, or
here
your
we go.
wine. You know,
Cheeses.
oh yes,
Chocolates.
Exactly. I would
Teas
definitely
and coffees.
seal it and do that. Then, if you wanted to as well, if you've got you know, some acetate or something, you could put an acetate layer over that. If you are putting food on it to obviously protect it, you could do that too. But the design is eye-catching. You imagine this in a conservatory. If you've got a buffet or a little table, you could
Buffet?
put a buffet.
Is that like where you put your feet on?
Yeah, but sometimes people have them in the centre and they have like trays on it and have it.
Oh, are they big buffets?
You can have, it could be as big as this table.
Can they?
Yeah. Like a, well, it's not an ottoman, but they call it like a buffet, but I used to have one and it
Do you
was
call
a
it buffet?
Yeah, it's a buffet.
I'd call it a poof. Pop your feet on the poof.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, do you? What do you
buffet.
call it? I mean, I don't know how you're going to tell me. If you're going to write it on Facebook, and I'll be like, that's the word. Just put lots of E's.
Yeah, but yeah, I used to have it, and it used to open up and you could put stuff in storage inside it. Yeah, on little legs. So yeah, that would look beautiful. Or on a little side table. Keep your glasses on it and things like that.
What's ET short for?
A what?
ET. He's got little legs.
What?
What? Okay. By the way,
You've lost me.
You've got the mandala, and you've got an option here of the beautiful flowers. You get it here, Dawn?
No.
Okay, fine. A lot of you will know. You see? The premise of this joke is, if I say to you, what's ET short for? You might be like, ET.
Extraterrestrial.
Yes, that's what I want you to think. And I say, no, it's because he's got short legs. Because what's he short for? Does this make sense at home? Have I gone mad? No?
No.
Okay, let's get back here. Please comment on the Facebook feed or on YouTube. I'll check in just a second. I haven't gone mad. I know it's not a good joke. I know it's not a good joke. That's why it's here. Still don't get it?
No.
Okay, come back here. What's ET short for?
Extraterrestrial.
Because he's got little legs. That's why he's short. He's small.
Well, why ain't he extra little?
What? EL?
Yeah. Or
It's-
extra short.
It's a play on words.
Okay. Well, you're asking a dyslexic here. You've got no hope.
Yeah, okay, fine. I wish we hadn't, had we? Anyone still watching? Nothing. Okay. Hey, we brought these over a second ago. I am so. These are my secret favourites on the show, but I'm not making it a secret. Again, I've never seen them before. I love the double-sided element of it, Wheels.
These are beautiful.
But look at the fantasy film on those.
You imagine these hung in a window, or if you've got like the handles that open out with your windows and you want
Yep.
to hang those on there. If you're like my mum and she walks into patio doors quite frequently.
I do like your mum.
She's very funny, my mum.
Mm-hmm.
These would be ideal because, again, and if you have a lot of birds that fly into
That's
windows.
a great shout for patio doors, by the way.
Yeah, these are great because, again, you get that reflection and everything. And honestly, you know, like sometimes if you've got hanging crystals, I'm going to put it out there, you do have to be careful when the sun gets on them because obviously they can...
Oh, like refract and become like a laser.
Yes, they can.
Right.
Whereas with these, with this actually being a top quality film that's on here, you're not in any danger of doing that. My mum did it once with crystal and burnt the carpet, that ironing, you know what I mean?
Okay, we've been there.
We've been there,
Once-
done that.
once bitten.
I can honestly say, been there, done that. But with something like this, again, you know, it will stop birds flying into the window. If you've got cats and things like that, again, it just gives you that lovely look.
For a second on this, I thought, oh, look, we've got plant pots with the craft store printed on the side of the pot. Does it look like that? With the
No,
logo?
Dan, it's not.
I know it's not really. I know it's not really there. It's a graphic on the screen. There you go, let's line it up. Left bit right. I thought, oh, how long we have them for? We haven't got them.
No.
That would have
Not
required.
yet.
that would require a budget. Okay. Hey, and you also then get the stickers as well, took them onto your glass, onto a
Metal
mirror.
chains. These aren't plastic. You get the metal chains as well. So if you want to use those, if you want to just use the hooks and you just want to hook it through and then just pop it on like a back of a door or something like that. If you don't want to use the chain, you can do that too. But you do get both, and they are double-sided. So you've got that beautiful look on either side to really capture the light.
That's really striking. It's something very, very different. But if you love crystal art, you love all the different orientations of, don't you?
Yes.
So that is just a hint of what is on the show. But craftbuddyshop.com is where you go shopping for more designs of these, for more canvases. Dawn, I'll invite you to have a
Thank you.
sit down
Thank
here. And
you.
whilst we're doing that, I'm going to bring the other canvas I brought over before, because we've also got the larger canvases, whether it's personalised, whether it's the ones that are pre-designed for you.
Pre-designed, yes.
These are all options on craftbuddyshop.com. I imagine this is probably one of the personalised ones, actually.
Yes, and with this one, obviously this is one of the larger size ones. This one is an edge-to-edge crystal one with this one, but again, it just gives you the components, it gives you absolutely everything in the box to make these incredible images. So teenagers, it'd be great for their rooms.
Love it if it's of them or a photo they've taken or, you know, whatever it is. Maybe someone's into like if it's for younger generations, they're into like Instagram and a cool photograph.
Yeah.
Photograph apps. What's another one? Don't know. Twitter? Bumble? Was it, were you telling me about that? I can't remember. Anyway, this is the sort of size of the canvases that you can get home. But we said there are going to be different demonstrations this hour,
Yes, we did. So what we're going to do is start with your favourite. So we are going to be using the two. And like I say, these are, if I show you, I'm trying to show you, can you see the light? Well, actually, can you see my hand through it? So you can kind of see through it. So when the light hits it, honestly, the light that bounces off them is incredible. And like there, it's shining more green, but in certain lights it shines gold and pink and blue. It really does give that Aurora Borealis look. Can you see? Now it's gone green and it's got oranges, but it's changing all the different colours that are on there. Now, like I say, these are double-sided. So with this, as always, you have got your film on there. So you're just going to peel off the area that you need to start that doing with. So I'm going to start with these, and you get all your crystals.
Just quickly, before we open that up, Sharon has confirmed for us. Sharon, thank you. The canvas that's on the side of the boat, that is not a personalised one. That is an example of one of the pre-designs you've already got, but the dog and the cat and the chap behind us are. So you haven't got to personalise if you don't want to.
No.
Thank you, Sharon. We haven't got every single detail at our fingertips, have we?
No, we haven't got details, so we were, yeah.
But Fee, Ria, Lisa, Anna Marie, Alison, lots of people saying hello. Thank you so much for tuning in and on YouTube. And not forgetting, you shop direct with Craft Buddy. So craftbuddyshop.com is where you go to see all these products and everything else Craft Buddy do. There's lots of the characters that they do. I know they've got new partnerships that are being announced.
Big licenses as well.
Yes, exactly. So there's an awful lot, and you'll get first dibs at seeing those direct. craftbuddyshop.com.
That's it. But with a lot of these products from Craft Buddy, you can make and sell. If you do want to double check, just go on their website and it will tell you. Normally it's the licensed one, like the big names that we bring to you and things like that, you know, like the Disney ones, the Marvel, things like that. So honestly, you know, just check that out on the website. Now, with each of these that you will get all the crystals that you will need and 10% more. We always make sure that we put you more in that you're going to need. Also, you can see here, you've got different size ones as well. So they are all, these actually are got numbers on them, so 22 and 23, so all you've got to do is look and find those. Now I want to start doing the edge, so the edge on here is number 8 on there, so I'm just going to find number 8. Just go along, each packet has either got a letter or a number on, okay, and that will then just make sure that you get the right ones. Always cut them, so we've got plenty because you'll have.
By the way, Alan on YouTube has said, hi, Dawn and Dan. Question, is crystal art easy to do? From Alan. Alan, that's exactly why we're demonstrating it.
So easy.
So, Alan, if you've never seen it before, we're going to demonstrate that for you right now. But thank you for asking questions. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, we monitor both, and we see you on Facebook as well.
All you're going to need is a pair of scissors. It doesn't matter if it's the kitchen scissors or whatever. All you're going to need is a pair of scissors, because in the bag you will actually receive your tray, your tools, your gems, obviously your piece you're going to work with. You will have your adhesive, your gel that comes with this, and all you're going to do is preload the end of the tip. It's a metal tip on the end of here, and all you do is pull back the cellophane that's on here, press this into it, and then this will load your pen. So mine's already done from before. You don't have to do it like every time you pick up a
does it ever
stone.
sort of run out in there? You've got to go back and refill?
You will find after a while, once you've done quite a few, it might not pick up, and then you'll be like, well, why is it not picking up? That's when you just do it again. You just press it into it and scrape a little bit off, and that's all you have to do. But with these, once you've got this, all you're going to do is tip them out. I always kind of leave like the letters so I can see, or the number where I can see them. Give them a wiggle and a shake and a tap. That will then flip them over so
Nice.
the right way. Specially designed tray to be able to do that. Now, lift the film up. Certain areas of this are not sticky, but the ones with the letters or the numbers, they are super sticky. Try not to keep touching them. Try not to get your sleeve or fabric into them, or if you've got a cat wandering about, because you want to keep this as sticky as you can. When you take your pen, keep it upright, vertical. Try not to, you will want to start doing it and holding it like a pen, but the only thing is that you haven't got the surface area. Whereas if you do it this way, and you don't have to push down really hard, look, you just see, I just tap it. That's all I do, and then literally go there and it sticks. So just dib and dab.
Dib dabs.
Dib dabs.
Delicious.
Look, you can see. And then...
No one's backing me up with the ET thing, by the way, so maybe they're on your side, Dawn.
That's all right then, because I was like, I don't get this.
You don't get this.
I don't get this. So you can see with this, I can go all the way around. You know, it becomes very mindful, it becomes very methodical, and if you get one in the wrong place, just, you know, just give it a little tap like that. Once you've done a few, put the cellophane seal back down, press down, and then that is
look,
what then
that's gone
really...
awry, look at that.
Oh, that one's gone awry. Hang on.
But again, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Hang on, now it's really gone awry. we're a bit slightly delirious now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So there, now that's down. So you can see that is as easy as it comes. We always say 8+ with this, but obviously if you've got children who, you know, supervised, you know, will do this correctly and properly, then by all means do. But it's so quick, it's so easy. You don't have to YouTube it to learn how to do it. You don't have to be a crafter of many years. You can just sit down, take this out and just position it. It is literally gems by numbers or letters.
And then, as you mentioned, so you said there's like 10% more than you actually need.
Yes.
So if you spill or lose one, but more importantly, keep them. Use
always.
them with something else on your card crafting or any flat surface, basically, right?
Yeah, if you've got any
Stick 'em to.
flowers, the centre of those, it's
that'd be
going to
nice.
work. It could be little eyes. If you've got some rubber stamps, you've got little animals, you want to add little eyes to them. These could be little berries and things like that. But just adding these in, but do look for the magic glue, because the magic glue, when you put it on, you leave it to dry and then it goes sticky. And then you can go back in and you can use your tool, what I'm using, and you can go back in and do exactly what I'm doing, but you've got the magic glue, so then you can put it onto different surfaces like boxes and things like that. And obviously we do the rubber stamps that our lovely Naomi brings to us, and you could have the rubber stamps and then you could crystallise those as well. So really, really easy. And you can see already, it comes together. Like I say, I know my daughter, she absolutely used to love this obviously when she was smaller. And she would sit and, you know, do this. And even my son, when he was little, it was just something that brought us all together, and we could all just sit down. And like with this, I know during lockdown, you know, that was quite a while ago now, but a lot of us did this because it was like an extra craft without having to think about it, without having to plan.
So many people have like crystal art on the side, don't they? It could be the one thing you do, and I completely understand that. But yeah, maybe you're in the middle of a big quilt.
Yep.
And you've just got a bit flooded with that. You're like, oh, too much, you know, I need to do something else, take your mind off. Or work's really busy. Or maybe you're struggling to fill your day because you've just retired and you're wondering what you're going to do and this, that, and the other, and joining clubs or watching telly or reading books and stuff. This is such a great way, and it can be as interactive and chatty like we're doing.
Yep.
Or it can be as silent as you want to be. I was thinking of that because we were saying about your daughter, when newborns are up at all hours. You can't be doing anything noisy, but how lovely just to focus your mind for a second on something that you haven't got to have a PhD in it.
Or switch your mind off.
Switch your mind off, exactly.
That's why I like this, because...
And there's an achievement at the end, you're finished. And you know what, sometimes with a project, when am I done? Should I put another layer on there? Should I do another thing like this? With this, once you're done, you're done.
Exactly. And the thing is, there's a lot of people out there who work shifts and things like that. And obviously sometimes they might get back at 6 in the morning, but they're not that tired, they want to go to sleep yet. I know a lot of people who shift work do a lot of this as well. And, you know, it can just be your time out. And sometimes, you know, people who are recuperating, this has been a great thing for them because it is methodical and it is mindful. And like I say, I do lots and lots of different crafts, but, you know, sometimes I'm like, do I want to make a box? Do I want to do a scrapbooking page? Do I want to sew? Do I want to knit? What do I want to do? I always go back to my crystal art because it's something I can think, I don't have to think, I'll follow the letters, follow the pattern. And that is as simple as it is. And we all remember when we were children and we used to do the paint by numbers or the, you know, the magic colouring books that you just added water to. Did you have some of them?
Yeah, exactly.
And it was like, you still got them.
Yeah, well, Craft Buddy do them, don't they? The sheets.
Yeah, the mats. They do the mats.
That's the word.
But if you've got like younger generations, and how engrossed you got in doing that because it was so easy to do. This is very, very easy to do. But like I say, the results stand for themselves.
Do you know what I really love? Like, you know, the satisfaction when you finish a jigsaw.
Yeah.
And that last bit goes in and you're like, most of all, I haven't lost any of the jigsaw. And you're done. But then with jigsaws, I suppose it's good and bad. Good, you can do it again. But bad, you've got to break it all up. And you're not going to glue it together to show what you've done. With this, you show what you've done. It can be a gift to somebody else. This can be making and selling elements of it, I think.
Definitely.
But then in your own home, whether it's the gnomes, whether it's these two together, there's a lovely little spot. In that kitchen window where the sink is, that overlooks the back garden. How lovely to have something like this that just catches the light and has a little something extra at home, and it's personalised to you. That's what I think crystal art. And when someone comes round, or every time you see it, but someone comes round and comments like, where'd you get that?
Where'd you get that? Yeah.
You're like, oh, I made that.
Yeah.
The best.
That's what it's all about. And like with this, basically, if you think about it, you've got 4 projects in one because they're double-sided.
Yes.
You've got two sides. So you can make this last as long or as short as you want. And like with this, you can see already, I've done more or less like half of it round the edge. It is easy. And the thing is, if you're one of these sort of people that it's, you know, it's got to be in the lines and it's got to be perfect and everything else, because these are pre-coloured underneath, it doesn't matter if it's slightly wonky or, you know, like sometimes when I'm tired and my visions are slightly blurred, then obviously this can, you know, it can make such a difference. But honestly, people who start doing this, you work your own rhythm and you work out how to do it. And
do you
then
have to push hard?
No, not at all. You push more when you're actually pressing them down to make sure that it's sealed into the adhesive that's on there. But I'm just working my way around with that. But whatever you do never take all of this off and then try and put it back on. Because if you get it the wrong way round, it will take all the sticky off.
Okay.
So, you know, as a top tip, just hold it back. You know, sometimes, like I say, I will, you know, if I'm doing like with this, I would do quite a few. I might just get my scissors and do that. So then I can just hold my work and I can get cracked on. I don't have to, you know, hold it. So if you're worried dexterity-wise, you can make it as easy or as complicated as you want. But at the end of the day, it's a project. It's a craft. It's like if you were cross-stitching, if you were sewing, if you were just like literally painting. But this, you've got no mess. That's what I like.
Good point.
There is
so
no
organised.
mess.
So as you saw, like every product comes with its own kit, right?
Yes.
So you get like the tool, the tray, etc. Roz on the last show was saying she has, because we were talking about how much you do at once. You do one. Is it by section? Is it by colour? I think most people do that. Roz put 3 colours in one go, which I love that. So 3 trays.
3 trays lined up, good to go.
She's like a machine.
That's it. If you are doing that, though, I would tell you as well, if you can, keep the number or the letter next to it. So then you know, if I bring that in like that, so I know they're my number 8s and they're going to, because you can get in such a rhythm with it, then you carry on and you think, oh, I've gone over that one.
So getting to this side, I'd be like, right, I want number 7 and maybe number 2 as well. So looking at some of the numbers there, as well as 8 being around there. That's exactly what you can do. We're already halfway through the show, by the way, friends. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
And absolutely, so many of you have no doubt went on craftbuddyshop.com between this one, between the last one and this one right now. Do exactly the same thing after this show. This show finishes at 55 past. Then we've got another live show with Sandra Rushton and all things Sanntangle. Different to the first one. Yeah, I know. There's all sorts of fabrics and stuff, and the sewing machines out as well. It's a lovely hybrid of fabrics that Sandra has personally picked the colours, designed.
She has.
And produced as well at home. So there's all sorts coming up. Next week, there's plenty for you as well, between the Crafty Witches, Pinflair, end of the month, Janie's Originals is coming on board as well. There's 2 suppliers that have never been on the craft store before, that have never been on Create and Craft before, but have certainly been on other channels before, that are joining us in April. So they clocked me at the NEC and they were like, we're coming.
Very nice,
Like, when
very
do you wanna come
good.
along?
We like that.
So well done, everybody, checking out your baskets, and make sure everybody checking out your baskets on the supplier's own website, craftbuddyshop.com. Over 1 million of you have viewed the craft store in this ilk since it started on the 10th of Feb. Over 1 million of you, so thank you so much. And even just a couple of you then click through on the link. You're then supporting Craft Buddy directly. You're supporting Sandra. You're supporting Pinflair. You're supporting Janie's Originals. You're supporting Glitzcraft, and so on and so on and so on. All these different brands directly with them. Then you get an idea, as you said.
Yep.
On telly, in the traditional side of things, there's only certain things that people can bring on, and certain price points have got to be hit before you justify that airtime.
And so much stock.
And only so much stock. You get everything, every colour option, every ounce of stock, and the best price because it's not being split with anyone else.
That's it, and you will get to see lots and lots more of the Craft Buddy products on their website, and check that out. Make sure you follow on social media as well, because obviously there is so many different people on there as well.
Yeah, but we're basically a month away.
Yes.
From a Craft Buddy launch.
We are.
On the craft store, so that is very exciting.
Very, very exciting. So you can see with this, look at this, we've nearly done all the way around there. It really is starting to come to life. So, you might just have one night where you think, right, I'm just going to do that bit, but you will find it's always just a few more. I'll put the tea on in a minute.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit.
I'll be up to bed in a minute. I just want to do these rows. And then before you know it, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You think, I need to put this down and go to bed, because it makes you in a happy place, I always think. So it's very mindful and calming and everything else. And you can just pop these on like so.
Tell you what, let's do a challenge. I'm going to go there and recap.
Yep.
And you shout when you've done the whole ring of gold. You're not far off, are you?
Oh, I've got to go there to there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
I'm just going to reload my pen, because my pen, this is the first time I've done it since we've done all the others, so we've got a lot, so I'm just scraping that.
In there, yeah.
Yep, so I'm
Shall I
just
go?
scraping that off. I'm just doing that, so yes, we are good to go.
Right, leg it, quick, go. Right. Went too fast there. This is what this show is all about. Thank you so much. Well, you are watching The Craft Store only on Facebook and YouTube. You can watch via thecraftstore.com, by the way, and you can see the schedule there as well. All of the suppliers we work with, all of their logos are on thecraftstore.com. And then if you click into the logo, you can find their websites there. So if you're wondering after this show, what was it on Craft Buddy, whatever, go on our website, you'll find it all there. Now then, I'm going to start at the top. This is just a hint of some of the elements that are on the show. We've got our 2 trinket boxes. We have got the beautiful butterfly and the heart. That's the depth that we are talking about. And you do store bits and bobs in there, whether it's jewellery, whether it's games, whether it's your stationery. Maybe it's the sort of thing that lives, where you maybe spend a lot of time watching telly and just relaxing, and you have your mobile phone next to you, and you need a notepad and a pen to mark bits and bobs down. And they can all fit inside of there. It fits nice and snug on. And you've even got the specialist crystals. You can just see how high they are. That is a heart. That is the butterfly. Next to there, we touched on this right at the end of the first show. This is a bag, but it's an interchangeable Hessian bag. You're still adding all the crystals on to that bird there, or even onto this one as well, which is beautiful. With almost like the big flowers in the background. There's a little slot, little sleeve on the inside. That slots into there. So interchangeable bags, which is absolutely wonderful. Below there, you then have the framed picture kits. 3 different options on this show. You can see the parrot, tulips, and peonies. That is about the size we were talking about, using my hand as comparison. But that hanging on the wall, or they are frames, they have got stands on the back, as you'd appreciate, of course. Then they can be winging its way to you, whichever one you like the most of. Look on craftbuddyshop.com. That's where you can see everything. Just seeing Dawn is absolutely flying. Now, here's the thing. She's nearly there. Right, quick.
Flying.
Behind us here. Here's the thing. You've got your personalised canvases. This is the one that Sharon was saying is the example that not every single canvas is personalised. There's lots of beautiful imagery and photography that Craft Buddy source and then turn into canvases for you to do here. The
Done.
ones either side. Done?
Yep.
Bravo. One either side. The cat and the dog. Your pets, your photographs, your pictures, your little ones, whoever it's going to be, obviously for your own use. You can then personalise that. Exactly from our lovely friends, the Farrows, who have been shopping with Create and Craft for years and years and years. They did one for our my wedding day, which is absolutely marvellous. You can do the exact same thing if you want to. I'm going to come sit back down. Is that right?
Yes.
Run.
No running. Right.
OK. Also, by the way, because we read all the comments and I see that,
Yes.
someone here
Yes.
on Facebook has put, sick of you intruding on the Hunky Dory Facebook page. Now, Pauline, I can't imagine that's for us. Could be nothing to do with them or that.
No.
And if we are, I'm sorry. And they've been invited on, absolutely. It's up to them. If you love Hunky Dory, go check out their Facebook page. They do their own lives, they've got their own
They
channel,
do,
their own hobby
yeah.
maker. You can see loads there. But Pauline, we're not. We're not. Is it really? Oh, yeah. And somebody's also put some Bulgarian on. Huh, who knows? Anyway, Susan, Sharon, Norma, Dawn, Alison, another Sharon, Margaret, Susan, Leslie Ann, another Pauline, Linda, Hazel, Fee. Everyone's in the right place, watching what they're looking at. Lisa has also tuned in as well. Hello, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Rightio.
Okay.
Trinket box.
So, trinket box. As in the Horton.
Horton.
Horton, bless her. She looks fabulous.
She does look fabulous, and her lives are insanely good.
They are very, very
Check out
good.
hortoncraft.co.uk.
Now, obviously, this will come separate. I've just pushed this together just to make sure then I can show you. This just pushes together so you can see there. Can you see? So all I've done is taken this bit and then obviously got the base, you put those around and then you just go in and then just level it up underneath. Can you see? Give it a wiggle.
Give it a wiggle.
Like that. And then press this down and then these will slot in. Can you see? That now slots back in. It's as simple as that. This is your lid. You don't have to assemble any of this. This is already done for you. And again, you have got that plastic, if I can get it, little sleeve over there, which will protect your work because this is edge to edge with the crystals.
Just to quickly say, you know, Alan asked on YouTube saying how easy it is to do. How
Yeah.
easy it is to do. Alan says, thank you so much for replying to my question.
No problem.
And Alan says, sewing and craft has helped me a lot as I have special needs and the craft store is amazing.
Oh,
Alan, that's very kind.
that's
Thank you so much.
kind. Oh, well done, Alan.
Yeah, there's also, Alan, next Thursday there's a lot of soft craft on. White Gecko are here,
Yes.
Sarah Payne is here. Next hour, Alan, Sandra Rushton, who does Santangle, she's got her sewing machine out.
She has.
There's a lovely hybrid between traditional paper crafting, if you like, and artwork with sewing as well. But Alan, I appreciate you watching on the YouTube.
The tube of the Ube.
Tube of the Ube.
Okay. Can I just show you this?
Please do.
Sorry.
No.
So,
Oh, these look nice.
so you've got your adhesive, and like I say, with this one, you've got some large cabochon ones, like number 20s. They are daubers, they're big ones.
Daubers.
So, rather than using the small tip, if you turn your pen over, you'll see you've got the larger end.
Here we go, Alan.
Press this in. This is, like I say, this is just for Alan, because I just thought, just in case he needs to know. You press that into there, and can you see now the adhesive is in the end of there? Okay, so we are ready to go. So let's stick on some of these number 20s. It's just a lot easier if you use a larger tip when
fair
using
play.
this one. But yeah, thank you to everybody who's watching. It's lovely to know that everybody's there with
Yeah,
us.
Alan, you are one of over 1 million views. Woo! On the craft store. So thank you, everybody.
So I'm going to start with this one at the bottom. And all I'm going to do is, again, wiggle and shake, turn my pen over, and then I can take this. Can you see how easy it is to pick up? And then I can position,
These are belters, like
like peacock feathers, aren't
peacock,
they?
yeah, they're like peacock eyes. Are they called eyes?
Yeah, on their feathers at the back. Yes. So you can see these are just going to sit on there fabulously. But again, it just makes it easy. Just make sure you get the film, peel that back. I'm just doing like the larger ones to show you. The larger ones always, it will always then come together a little bit quicker. But just look at this. Really, really simple, easy to do. Always make sure you press it down once you've positioned it, and then just work your way around each and every time.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was like pancake. I bet you're good at pancake flipping, are you not?
Yes, sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. Okay. Then like that, then I knock that off. But you can see there, they have aligned, and it's as simple as that.
I feel like you do a pancake flip and it will flip perfectly, and you're like, yes, and then when you're taking it out of the pan onto the plate, it slips off.
Yeah, or you can,
like, oh, man.
At the moment, I'm just a bit dangerous at the moment. Yeah. So these are number 19. Look at these. They're like shards. They're so faceted. They're absolutely gorgeous in that turquoise teal colour. So again, you've got your little bags. Do save these bags because these are great if you can get... I can't get in them today. So once you've opened these out, tip them again into your tray. You always get extra, like that other one. Obviously, there's 4. You get an extra, put you an extra one in, so you get those. You get extra in these, always 10% more. So you know you've got lots of them. Now, these are the number 19. If I can just get this cellophane back. So let's just take that. So I'm just peeling back the bit that I need. And again, I'm going in with the wide one because this one will just make it so much easier. So don't forget to add that little bit of adhesive to the end because there will be certain times when you've got large ones. If you're using a larger canvas and you've got, say, you've got rows, whereas this one, they're slightly more curved, but when on a lot of them, you will actually find on the larger ones, they are straight lines. So then you can pick up more crystals and it will make it easier for you then.
It looks crazy when you see all of these numbers and there's shapes and there's colours going on either side, and then you just break it down.
You do.
It's so methodical, isn't it?
Just do a little bit at a time. That's all you've got to do. There is no rush. All you've got to do, it's like when you first start driving, you know, you get in and there's everything you've got to remember. With this, all you've got to do is just place. It's placement. That's...
Do you remember learning to drive?
Yes, a long time ago. Well, when I first started, it was the cars with the chokes.
Yeah, my first car was a choke.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I had a little mini Metro.
Nice.
I loved it, and obviously I learned to drive. So in that, and it was great. It was the best thing. So yeah, and I passed first time, believe it or not.
Any minors? Minor faults? Oh.
No, I did good. I passed first time. I was.
Yeah. Like you can get up to like, is it 15 minors and you fail? Or a major you failed. Maybe it might have changed. I got, oh my gosh, Andy in my ear, so you got 4 minors. I got 13 minors.
Oh.
Which is right on the end. Oh, on his first one. Oh, our first time passes, Dawn. Just sat here. Go on, Andy. On his first one, I got no minors, but then tried to drive down a one-way street. Yeah, Andy.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Maybe it wasn't clear. Fair play. Do you remember the first time you went slightly quickly? I remember the first time I went 20 miles an hour, I lost my mind. I was like, this is so fast. And Mum's like, come on, we're on 40.
I think the worst thing is when you go out on your own. Like with me, I went out on my own and obviously it was a choke, so you'd got to get that right first before you went. Oh, it was...
Oh, I passed. Dad went, you can go out in my car if you want, take your mates to McDonald's. We drove out to McDonald's. I then went to turn around in someone's drive and scrape the door all along the gate post of the drive.
Oh, you did.
That drive home and then to tell my dad.
Was he mad?
He wasn't mad, actually. He should have been.
But he was like...
But, like, trusted me out, and I was like, you might want to check the door because I've hit something.
Oh.
But it wasn't. It was an accident.
I took my wing mirror off when I first...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Clean off.
You know how you do? When you... I think it was, like, near a wall, and... It came out and I just misjudged it when I was reversing. So, you know, it happens, doesn't it? But no.
God.
Stick to doing your crystal art. You'll be a lot safer.
You're a lot safer there.
A lot safer.
But once you've done it, you've done it.
You've done it and that's it. So, yeah, I like driving. Do you?
I do like driving, actually.
Yeah.
If I have to drive the same place all the time, that gets boring. I try and find different routes to places. But say I'm driving a long way to somewhere I've never been before, I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Are you radio? Are you... podcast?
I like a radio on.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like a bit of singing. A bit of Capital. I like Capital.
Capital.
I like Capital on in the morning if I've got an early drive, you know, over to like Hobbymaker, and then I will put Capital on.
Yeah?
But I like that. What's his name?
Roman?
No, he's not on it anymore. The new guy. He's hilarious.
From Burnley.
Yes, he's hilarious.
What's his name? He was on I'm a Celebrity, wasn't
Yeah, he is hilarious. It's Happy Place. He does make
he? Oh,
me
does
laugh.
Remy not do it anymore? I suppose he went to the One show, didn't he?
Yeah. No,
One.
it's hilarious. But yeah, you can sit there, you can crystal art while you've got your radio on, your podcasts on, your TV on. It doesn't matter. Crystal art is, for me,
Yeah,
is
it
one
really-
of my favourite crafts to do.
It really fits into your life alongside another craft. It could be just an evening. It could be one of the smaller canvases and you do it in a week.
Yeah.
It could be one of the much larger ones. It could be something like this that you can dedicate more time to.
Well, look at that already. Because they're bigger pieces, the cabochons, you do get to do it a little bit quicker. So that's why I'm doing the bigger pieces. So
This
then-
is a showcase of all things Craft Buddy's shop. We've done a couple of these now, all very different. Like none of these products, the trays were, but otherwise 99% of the rest of it wasn't on the first show.
No.
And this is what's so you can imagine, because Dawn came in with 3 massive boxes
Yeah.
into the studio. You can imagine how much is on to view for you at craftbuddyshop.com. After this show, in the 5 minutes between this, or do it right now, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Go on craftbuddyshop.com and have a shop around at the canvases, other trinket bots. You've also got your essentials. You've got starter kits.
Forever Flowers.
Forever Flowers
There is
there.
so
Naomi
much on there.
stamps,
Yes.
the dyes,
The glues,
the glues. Yeah, good point.
adhesives.
There's paints, there's fragrances. There's all sorts on there, all in one place. This one's very much about crystal art. I know there's lots of organisation going on to get Forever Flowers as well.
That's it.
On the craft store. So well done, everybody. Shopping direct, craftbuddyshop.com. You can get hold of everything on this show.
That's it, because this now gives you the doorway
Yep.
to be able to go in and just have a look what they have got. And honestly, it's incredible. But we get then time to showcase and show you more of the beautiful pieces that we can. And you can see then you've got those large gems on there and it just comes to life.
What is it? Is it the 20th today, isn't it?
Yes.
10 days to Mother's Day. So if it's not a last-minute gift, but you get the idea.
Yeah,
like,
but as a
something, "I'd love to get
present,
Mum
yeah.
something like
A little bit of
this,"
something from
or-
the kids or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
There are items on the show from like £10, £20, £30, whatever you want.
Yes.
So whatever works best in your budget, think, you know what? I'll give that new craft a go. Well, so I know all about it. I've seen it on Crate and Craft a million
Yeah.
times. I see you on Hobby Maker now. I'll give it a whirl. The best possible prices. The prices on this, craftbuddyshop.com, couldn't compete. Crate and Craft couldn't compete. But it's because there's a bigger audience, therefore
Yes.
there's a chance, and therefore it's a little bit more expensive. Going direct is by far and away the best possible price.
Yep, no middleman, literally just get on there
Yep.
and everything is coming
Get on
direct
there.
from those. But you can see it is that easy. All you got to do then is when you're moving on, like now, I can move on to number 16. You take your next packet. Again, they are perforated, but never pull them. Always just cut the corner. And if you are packing it away, like at the end of the night, and you're thinking, oh, I want to put these away, you always get spare little bags. What I would do is just roll the corners over. You can put paper clips on them. You might get the storage containers after a while once you've been doing this a bit. But if not, you've got your little bags and you can just pop them in there and you know they're in there for that. So you're not going to lose any. They're all safe and it's all nice. And like I say, each packet has got the letter or the number on it. So it makes it simple. And that's what we
Took a
want.
lot not for me to knock your arm then and maybe spill them all out. That'd been fun, wouldn't it?
You've done that before now?
That'd been funny, wouldn't it, friends at home?
No.
No?
That's not.
Okay.
I would not be happy. You know that.
I'd be so mad. What works for you at home? Maybe your home is for... we've had some beautiful pictures in over the years, haven't
Yeah.
we? Like whole walls covered in canvases. You can get like huge canvases, like 1.5 meters by 1 metre if you want to. The ones on the show, would say they're 30 by 30?
Yes, they're the 30 by 30 ones.
Something like that, aren't they? So there's lots of different ones to suit your budget. But as we say, the hanging ones, those double-sided with the fantasy films,
Yeah.
the trinket boxes like you're seeing now, the gnomes in love, the feathered welcome, the trays, the framed picture kits. So many different orientations of crystal art, aren't there? So whatever works most for you.
That's it. He's laughing at me because I'm just making sure I've got all my little numbers as I go round, so I've got everything on there. But like I say, don't take the film off altogether. Just lift it up a little bit, move around, and then add a little bit more. Try and keep the wrist, your fabrics on, if you've got like a bracelet on or something, because you don't want it sticking to your work, because that will lift off your adhesive. I've only loaded my pen once in these 2 hours, so it just shows you you're not going to be loading it all the time.
Now, on the back of that pen, you can see there you've got the bit of the red wax, haven't you? Because we moved to
Yep.
the large ones. Have you got is that going to dry out or just leave it in there and it'll keep working?
No, you can leave
Do you know
that
what I
in
mean?
there.
Yep.
It will be fine. Obviously, if you're using this bit, like I'll show you this little trick as well, because obviously I punctured holes in that. Okay, if you actually roll it, it rolls back on itself. You can mould it back into a block. But with this, what I would do is I would then take one of the little bags and I would put it in there because obviously you want to make sure that this doesn't dry out. But I would then just pop that in there and it will be absolutely fine. But I find that's a better way and it keeps it more pliable for you. But like this with your pen, you can just go back and you can do that. I think I've got one there, that's it. But you can see, so easy. We've already completed quite a lot of that already, and you'll just take your time, enjoy the process, and just work with it.
Wills, I'm going to ask you to quickly look around and remind us of the finished samples of all things gnomes, if we can. That one there, though, is the, as I muscle our way into the demonstration area.
I'll just move these a little bit.
The butterfly trinket. There is also a heart trinket box as well.
Yes.
There's lots of other ones, but nevertheless. Now, we're going to finish off by, we've got just like a minute left. A lot of you are asking about the Gnomes in Love. 2 projects, but 360 projects.
They are. Even the base has got those beautiful gems on there as well. It comes in the box. You've got the box. So again, if you're gifting, this is going to be ideal. Full instructions on the back and inside. You've got the QR code on there as well. So if you want that little bit more inspiration or ideas, how to use your spare gems, everything is on there for you.
Will, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I know you're back like this time next month, but I hopefully see you before then.
Yes.
You never know.
Hopefully, yes.
Hope your legs get better.
Thank you, yes.
You had a little knock, didn't you?
Yeah, bit of a tumble.
This is what you do when you play with bigger boys, Dawn. What have I told you about hanging out with them? No, bless her, she fell off a stool.
I fell off a stool.
She fell off a stool. Happens to everybody.
Yes.
And, hey, Dawn, what's ET short for?
Extraterrestrial.
That's correct. Glad you've been paying attention. Right, this show, everything on this show, craftbuddyshop.com. That's where you go. That's where you shop. That's where your money goes towards. Dawn Wheeler, thank you ever so much. Stay tuned. Sanntangle live in the studio next.